This is Michael with Clearview Sewer Cams. It is September 26th, 2023, and we are located at 21011 Covello Street, Covello Street in Canoga Park, California, 91303. We are performing a video sewer inspection through a 4-inch ABS plastic mainline sewer cleanout. And again, this is September 26, 2023. This is the 4-inch cleanout, and this is the front of the property going out toward the street. And we're going to set our camera right at the opening of the 4-inch ABS cleanout and zero out our camera monitor. Okay, we're zeroed out, and we're going to begin running through. It's a two-way cleanout. We're going to begin running through toward the street. We transition immediately to 4-inch vitreous clay. We're going to pull back a little tiny bit, and you can see a little more right there. We've got a gap in the joint between the ABS plastic and the vitreous clay. There's a separation in there, and there's also an offset, which it may or may not pose a problem. If it does, it may have to be realigned. So we're going to begin pushing out toward the street. We're going to go back into the vitreous clay, and we're going to continue pushing out now. We're going to go slow. We're going to back up just a tiny bit. Right there. We have a crack right here, and this goes all the way around the diameter of the pipe. And it is right in front of the clean out. So we are at about where the small palm tree is on the left hand side of the walkway in the little planter area. So we're going to continue to push out now. We're going to continue pushing out toward the street.
This could be a shitty situation.
No pun intended.
No pun intended. Okay, and we're going to pause there for a moment. We're going to pull back just a tiny bit. We have a crack all the way around the diameter of that pipe also, just inside the joint. So we're going to continue to push. We're going to hold for a minute, pull back a little tiny bit. Right there, see it? That line? Here's the face of the pipe out here, and that's just a crack on the face of it. That crack may or may not pose a problem. A lot of times you get hairline cracks in the vitreous clay, and it still holds up fine. But we're going to push out. It may need to be replaced at some time, and we will note that. Keep pushing out. We'll take a look at the overall line and see what the condition is. We've got a joint coming up right now. We've got quite a bit of root intrusion going in slow. We've got some root intrusion here, and we can't really see the joint. Pull back just a tiny bit, Tracy. Yeah, we can't see the circumference of the joint, so we don't know if it's cracked or not, but we do have roots pretty much all the way around. We're going to continue to push in. Coming up to another joint in front of us. We're going to go slow. That joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition at this time. So we're going to continue pushing out. And we're going to slow up, and we're going to back up just a tiny bit. Kind of hard to see that joint. That joint's pretty flush. Pull back a little bit more, Tracy. That joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition at this time. We're going to continue to push in. Keep going. We're going to be coming up to another joint here in about a foot and a half or so. Keep pushing. Pushing. Right there. We've got a fairly large offset in this joint. You can see the face of the pipe on the left hand side, but the pipe is shifted. You can't see any of the face on the right hand side. It doesn't appear to be broken there, but it is a pretty large offset. So we're going to continue to push in. Now we're making a drop. We have a little root intrusion from what we could see at the top. We're going to continue to go in. Continuing to push in. And back up just a little bit, Tracy. That appears to be overpour on the concrete slag. Nothing to be concerned about. Small bit of offset in that joint, but still in fair and maintainable condition. We're going to continue to push out. Might have to, yep, there you go. Again, we're pushing out toward the street still. Slow it down a little bit. Going in, slow. Going in some more, slow. Right there. Okay, the face of that joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. Little tiny hairline crack on the right-hand side. Just a small little crack. Don't see any root intrusion, no major breaks. We're going to continue to push out. Stop. Pull back a little tiny bit. A little more. Okay, and this joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition at this time. We're going to continue to push out. Okay, we're going to slow down. We've got another joint in front of us. Keep going, Tracy. And pull back a little bit. We've got a crack, a pretty large crack in the vitreous clay. Pull back some more. Right there. A little more. Keep coming. Stop. Here's our face of our pipe, and there's a crack all the way around here. We've got a few joints that are like that are cracked. So we will assess it once we take a good look at everything. We're going to continue to push out now. Slow down. A little bit of an offset in this joint, not terrible, but we have an offset at the top left corner, about the 12 o'clock area to about the 7 o'clock area. We're going to continue to push in. Going to go slow here, keep going. A little bit of an offset in this joint, keep going. We've got a root intrusion in the next joint, and it is in a turn. We're going to continue to push out. That's at about 45 feet. I'm going to mark that on the way back and see where we're at too in relationship. Keep going. Next joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. Keep pushing. Coming up on another joint. Joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition at this time. I believe we're out in the street now. I believe the 45-foot mark is probably the property line, but we'll double check it. Next joint coming up to now appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. So far the lateral appears to be in decent condition. Next joint we're coming up to appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. And slow. Go ahead. That joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition at this time. Slow down. Back up a little bit. Keep going. That joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. Go ahead. Coming up to another joint. That joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. Got a little bit of a belly here, a little bit of a dip in the lateral. It's holding a little bit of water. Keep going. See, it won't take much to come out of. And we come right out of it. We got a little offset right there. We got some concrete slag from pouring the joint. Keep going. I think we're coming up to the city right here. Keep going in. A little bit of an offset there and stop. Pull back a tiny bit. There you go. That's the city sewer right there. See the water rushing through. Pull back a little bit. A little bit. A little bit. And that's the face of the city sewer saddle connection. So we're just going to pull back slow now to about the 45-foot mark, and then we're going to locate that area. The saddle area has a shift a little bit of an offset. Go real slow right here. We have an offset in the city sewer saddle fitting. It's pretty substantial. May need to have a top hat sewer liner put on it, because I can see the whole face of the pipe. We're going to continue to pull back. You want to push in? You want to see it?
You want me to push it in?
No. You want to see it? I said you want to see it.
Yeah.
Push in a little bit, Tracy. Go slow.
That offset?
Go ahead. Keep going. That's just concrete slag right there. Okay, now right here, let's pull back very slowly. Right here. See where this, you can see the face here and then it dives?
Yes.
Now the more we pull back, the more you can see the face of it. It's shifted and you see it's diving down there. This face of the pipe right there should be over here.
Got it.
So it's just shifted, and this is pretty common. I'm going to pause for a moment. We are going to continue to pull back. We've marked this area in the street.
Oh, you got it, Chase?
We are approximately 9 feet deep in the street.
Getting your hair dirty.
I'm going to continue to pull back. We've already looked at it. So we're just going to pull back to about 45 feet now. And we'll look at the transition and we'll mark where we're at. Pull back. We're at about 55. I'm going to go kind of slow. Okay, right in here. Pull back a little more. That's it right there. That's where we're at. I'm going to mark that.
Yes.
You remember that song?
I do. That's exactly it.
45, 44.
Yeah. That's it for a second. Okay, we've marked this area at about 4 foot 7 inches deep with an orange flag, right by the white fence, adjacent to the sidewalk. We're gonna continue to pull back now. Going to continue to pull our camera out. We've already viewed all the sewer line. Coming back to the clean out. Back to the clean out. And we're up and out of our mainline sewer clean out. That will conclude our video sewer inspection.